Have you ever had a hard time starting a presentation? It usually takes half of a day to a day to even get something rough on paper. It's sometimes frustrating and can be really time consuming, and you don't even know where to begin. Now, there's a few different sites out there that I've used and that I like, and that some can be better. Again, the mantra for artificial intelligence is today is going to be the worst that this will ever be. So if you look at these sites, if you look at these softwares and assume it will eventually be better tomorrow. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a presentation for my company, Seated. And I wanted to see what it will do in a few different platforms. I'm going to just jump right back into ChatGPT. So I've got ChatGPT 4 enabled. I also have the plugins enabled as well. For this one, I am going to use WebPilot. WebPilot is a plugin for ChatGPT that allows it to search the internet. Ultimately, what it's doing is it's going to be able to go to the sites that I tell it to go to, in this case, gamma.app and tome.app, and it's going to be able to analyze those sites and be able to write me the best prompt that I can give those two platforms for the presentation that I want to make. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and I've got the prompt already written out. It says, I need you to be a presentation designer and a copywriter. I want you to look into the following two sites, and after analyzing them, to create the best prompt for me to get the best and most productive presentation out of each of the platforms. The sites are going to be gamma.app and tome.app. When you are done analyzing, I will give you the information I need for the presentation. All right, looks good to me. So I am going to let ChatGPT do its thing. It's using WebPilot, like I said. It's going through right now and it's analyzing the first site. Okay, and then it's going to analyze the second site. It's going to create a new WebPilot application. And within each of these are the actual code it's using and what it is doing to interpret what is on these two sites. You can dive more deeply into that if you'd like. I am not going to do that here. And right here it says, after analyzing both platforms, here is a summary and a proposed prompt for each. Gamma.app. This is what Gamma does well. I won't go too deep into that. And Tome.app is giving me the best summary here. I am going to use the prompt that I have pre-written. Below as a presentation, I want those two sites. All right, two sites to make for me. Your objective is to give me a better prompt for me to find each of them to get the best presentation possible in order to market my company. The presentation will be about my company, Seated. We are helping bridge the gap between creatives and technology. Our goal is to make it easy for someone who is not technically savvy to find the best tools and use them in a way it will enhance what they do best. We have a newsletter we put out twice a week. We offer consulting services to help creatives on board to AI, and we are also putting together creative products for the creative community that are AI based. Let's see what it gives me. All right, so now the point here is I'm just trying to get the best prompt. Then I'm going to go to each of the sites separately and use these prompts. Gamma.app, create an AI presentation that highlights Seated's mission to bridge the gap between creatives and technology, craft a compelling multimedia narrative. These are based on the specific ones. So I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cut this prompt right here. Okay, and I'm going to go to Gamma.app. I'm going to say create new with AI. I want to generate. It's saying, hi, I'm your AI design partner. What would you like today? I'm going to pick a presentation. I am going to give you my prompt. And let's see what it does. It go ahead and it breaks down in bullet points everything I'm trying to do. Let's give it a try. It gives you the ability to pick different themes over here. You know what? I don't really want to, let's pick that theme. That looks pretty. It's closer to my brand here. So I am going to say continue. Let's see what happens. All right. Bridging the gap between creatives and technology with AI. The future of creativity is here. This is really interesting. AI-powered tools, consulting service products. Save, stay up to date with our newsletter, no more missed opportunities, never stop learning. I did not say any of that. Experience the power of Seated for yourself. Create, discover the power of AI and learn how it can help you bring your ideas to life with our AI-powered tools. With Seated, the sky's the limit. Lean into the power of AI and grow your creative potential. That's pretty cool. Share the inspiration. You can join the community, spread the word, and collaborate. Unlock your creative potential with Seated. Empowerment, innovation, inspiration. Take the next step. Transform your workflow. Join the revolution. Closing thoughts. Committed to your success. A vision for the future. And over here, it allows you to literally go in and if I wanted to come to this picture, it says I can edit the accent image, change the focal point. So if I edit access image, I could maybe come over here. And then I want to add, perfect. Change the focal point. I can move this around right here. That's kind of cool. Bam. And then right here, if I wanted to change, I could add a reaction, a comment. So basically, I would never send this the way it is, but how many times do you have to even just get this on the page? And it came actually really close. This is really interesting. So now I'm going to take this prompt I've got for Tome, and look, it's a different site. So you come here, all of our presentations are here. In the top right hand corner, we're going to go ahead and hit create. It gives us this, and I want to create a presentation about, and then it says 6 pages. I want it to be 8 pages. I am going to create a presentation. I'm going to paste the prompt here, craft a compelling multimedia narrative about Seated, emphasizing our role as a catalyst in merging creative with technology. Okay, great, sure. That seems good. It's literally doing the same exact thing that Gamma did. It's breaking down my prompt into an outline. Welcome to Seated, empowering creatives. We do twice weekly newsletters, consulting, products, interactive mobile response. Sure, let's see what it does. Empowering creativity. Okay. It's generating all my pages now. Perfect. All right, empowering creativity with tech. Seated's AI-driven products and consulting services. I probably wouldn't label it that way because their focus is not on AI-driven products. It's really more about consulting and making sure that creatives feel like they know how to get into artificial intelligence tools to help boost and help them. That's really not my focus of what it's trying to say here. But here are some thoughts. Welcome to Seated, where we believe that creativity and technology can work together. Empowering creatives, twice weekly newsletters. Again, the images aren't my favorite. Oh, she seems nice. All right, integrating rich media. So basically it does something very similar here. Then you can come in here and look at this, and I say image settings, record narration. You can record narration. You could set a theme. So if I don't want it to be like that, I could want it to be ocean. Oh, this is interesting. So cream, I can put different, and I can also put all my brand colors in here. Dune, let's go with Dune. Dial type, so all of your different fonts you can change right here. Bold, light, book. That's interesting. This is for the headings. So the headings I can make heavy, and then the paragraphs I'm gonna make, let's call it, let's change all the paragraphs to, that looks nice. Okay, so I'm going to save theme, and then if you go to the page, you can do things very much specifically on the page. That's interesting. I can record narration. I can add a tile. So you can add Twitter, Airtable, anything here. So if I wanted to add an image, I can add an image. I say create. I want to create creatives feeling empowered while working. I like that. I don't like that. That seems a little bit more interesting. These AI images aren't quite working. I'd probably look differently if you see, like, look at these smooshed faces. That's a little creepy. But ultimately, going back to what we said before, this is the worst it's ever going to be. Obviously, we've seen different programs like Midjourney, we've seen Stable Diffusion, we've seen places that you can do image generation, and I'm probably going to do a couple of videos on those in the future. But just knowing, okay, if I want to start with a presentation, I can go to something like Gamma, I can go to something like App. It's going to give me a good starting point. I can even then go from there and take that into Photoshop or Google Slides, and Google has their own way of generating AI with some really robust tools that I'll go into later. But these are just a few of them. So check them out for yourself and see which ones you like. And if you find any of them interesting, see how you can put them into your workflow. It's pretty cool. So let's see where we can design our next presentation next. Like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.